This video is about how to find the orders of elements in these groups. These are the various categories of congruence classes modulo n, which we have already seen. So we are going to have in this video how to find the orders of each and every element present in these groups. So to start with, we'll first define the order of an element in any group. So it is, if G is a group and A is an element of G, then the order of an element A in G is denoted as of A. It is the least positive integer n such that when A is operated n times, it should give the identity element of the group. That is, general notation is this: A raised to n is the identity element. So it should be read as identity element because as the group varies. Again, that is in the case of integers, under addition it forms a group, so in that case we will have 0. And in a group which has got 1 as identity element, we will have 1. And in the case of quotient group, we have G mod n when we consider that n will be the identity element. So depending on the context, you will have, so it's better to read it as, and again the operation also. So whether you're going to multiply, whether you're going to add, depends on the context. So it is nothing but when A is operated n times, that should give the identity element of the group. So this is the definition of order of an element of a group. Now first we will find orders of any element in congruence classes modulo n under addition modulo n. In that the first step is to find all divisors di of n. N denotes the number of elements present in this. So we find all the divisors. Say for example, suppose I have say 10, then excepting 1, we know that 1, 2, 5, 10 are the divisors of 10. Excepting 1, you find all the other divisors, namely 2, 5 and 10. You consider this class A to be an arbitrary element in this. Then check whether class A raised to D, which is actually D times this equivalence class A, and it should give 0, and it depends, 0 is the identity element over here, so D varies depending on A. So if we consider, say for example, if we consider class 1, so here class 1 power, when we consider the divisors of 10 are 1, 2, 5 and 10. So 1 power 1 means it is just 1, you don't get 0. And then the next divisor 2, so 2 power, 1 power 2 is 2 times 1, that is 2, again non-zero. And then 1 power 5, the next divisor 5, so that will give 5 times 1, that is again non-zero. But when you consider 10 times that 1, that is 1 power 10, in this case it is 10 times 1, that will give us 0 because we are in is it 10. So we have order of this 1 to be 10. And we know that whenever order of an element is equal to the order of the group, then that element becomes a generator. So we know already that Zn under addition modulo n is always a cyclic group and class 1 is a generator. And here we also check that order of the generator and the order of the group is the same. So class 1 is a generator. So this we must see that class A power D is 0, and so it depends on this A. When it is 1, then I am getting my D to be 10. On the other hand, if I consider say 2, in the case of Z10, if you consider 2, then 2 power 5 means it is 5 times class 2, and that is class 10, and that gives us 0. So that means order of 2 is 5, and the same way we can check order of 4, 6, 8, all of them to be 5, whereas order of class 5 is 2. So how these are determined? Have we to check for each and every number that class 2 or class A power, that number, whether it is equal to 0, it need not be, because we are making use of this result that order of an element in a finite group G should be a divisor of order of G. This is one of the corollaries to Lagrange's theorem. So this one helps in restricting the numbers with which we have to try that say power that number gives us the identity element. So this helps in reducing the number of attempts to find the index, this D. Now this is known already. If D is the number of, D is the order of the group, then automatically this A becomes a generator. Now the other generators are obtained in this way. A power k, this is from one of the results, how to count the other generators. So using that we have this A power k where k and n are relatively prime. Now the order of all the generator is n only. The order of all other generators is n only. Now the orders of other elements are determined. See here, once we find one generator, then the rest are determined from this. But it's not that, even though it's a cyclic group, it's not that all of the elements in Zn are generators. So that means for the rest of the elements, how the orders are calculated, again the same concept. We know already the divisors. So any element raised to those divisors will have to, it is enough we check only for them, that should give the identity element. So in this case, as explained earlier, we have the generators. Other generator, class 1 is a generator. The other generators are A power k, where k and 10 are relatively prime. This n denotes the order of this group. So in this case, order of group is 10. And what are the integers which are relatively prime to 10? We can list. So k, this is not equivalence class. This is 3, 7, 9. These are integers. They are not equivalence classes. 3, 7, 9. These are the numbers. So the other generators, we have 3 times class 1, that is class 3, 7 times 3, 7, 9. These are not equivalence classes, they are integers. By mistake, this has been taken as class 3, 7, 9. It is number 3, number 7, number 9. So 3 times class 1, that is class 3, 7 times class 1, that is class 7, 9 times class 1, that is class 9. So these are the generators. So we have 4 generators in this case, and for the rest of the elements we make use of this. So that is the reason you have here the orders of other elements are determined from star. Star means the same process is to be repeated. So next, in the case of a group of units in Zn, which is denoted in this way, that's discussed already. Again, the process is the same steps are involved, but in this case we have the order of this to be Euler's phi function, phi of n. So you have to find all the divisors di of this phi of n, and the same steps. Order of an element in a finite group G should be a divisor of order of G, so that we will have, again we have a concession. Instead of trying with all the integers, we restrict that to only the divisors of phi of n. And as before, if D is equal to the order of the group, which is phi of n, then that particular A will become a generator. The other generators, as said earlier, will be determined in this way. A power k will be a generator whenever k and phi of n. In the previous case we had k and n, because here n is the order, and in this case we have phi of n to be the order. So k and phi of n should be relatively prime. So those numbers we'll have to list so that we can have the other generators. Now the order of all the generators is n whenever we have n to be 2, 4, p raised to m, 2 times p raised to m, where p is an odd prime. So only in these cases we will have this to be cyclic. So that is why this is given. Now the orders of other elements are determined from this. So as an example, again, if we consider Zn cross we have those numbers which are less than, and I mean these are the units. For the rest of the elements, we have in Z10 10 elements. Not all of them have multiplicative inverse, only these elements have multiplicative inverse. And we can easily see that this 1, 3, 7, 9 are relatively prime to 10. So corresponding equivalence classes will be present in this units. Correction of this is group of units of Z10. So only these elements that we will have. Now if we consider class 3 power 1 is class 3, and class 3 square is class 9, and class 3 power 3 this is class 3 power 3 that's missing, that is 27 modulo 10, so you have 7. And when we consider this one class 3 raised to 4, that's we have directly, we can have that to be 81, or 7 into 3 21. In either case we have that modulo 10 giving us class 1. So which means, so it is the least positive integer for which you are getting this to be the identity element, because in this the identity element is this. So it is the least positive integer for which a power that element gives us the identity element, which means class 3 is the generator, because order of this is 4, and that is equal to order of an element. So whenever we have order of an element to be equal to order of a group, that element becomes a generator. So class 3 is a generator. The other generators are obtained from this a power k, where k, and in this case the number of elements being 4, we have k and 4 to be relatively prime. For what values of k we have this to happen. So we have 1 and 3, but one that is class 3 is already accounted. So we have other one to be k equal to 3. So when we consider 3 cube, so here it is this 3 cube which is 7, 3 cube it should be actually. So 3 cube which is 7, so the other generator is 7. Now other than your class 7 and 3, we have 9, but 9 square is 81, that is equivalent to class 1. So order of class 9 is 2. Order of class 9 is 2, and we also notice that the order of this being 4, the divisors are 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 4. 4 is already accounted, 1 we don't consider. So we are left with only 2, and on this case we are having the order of this element to be 2. So in that, in the same way we can find what are maybe the elements in the group of units for any n. The same procedure is to be adopted. First obtain the divisors of the order of the group, and then if D happens to be the order of the group, then that becomes generator. Then obtain the other generators, and order of all the generators will be equal to the order of the group, because being generators in a cyclic group, this is always true. And the orders of other elements are determined from this, because the other divisors we know. So it is enough we check only with those divisors in the index for the rest of the elements, and check whether you are getting the identity element on the right side. So next we have the this group. So again the same process we have to follow. Find all the divisors di of p minus 1, because here the order is p minus 1. In the first case n, in the next case phi of n, and here it is p minus 1. Same procedure we have. Class A per D is identity element. So D varies depending on A, so only then we can get the order of the element. And if D equals p minus 1, again that is the order. So order of an element equals order of the group, means then that element becomes generator. Other generators are determined from this A power k, where k and p minus 1 are relatively prime. Now the order of all the generators is p minus 1, and order of other elements are determined from this. Now we have an example If we consider Z7, P is a prime number, so we have this. Now P minus 1 means 6. The divisors excepting 1. So 2, 3 and 6 are the divisors. Then check if a square equals 1 or a cube equals 1 or a power 6 equal to 1. For any a in Z7 star, you can do that. So we consider, we start with 2. 2 square is not equal to 1. 2 cube equal to 1, and so 2 is not a generator. See, for a generator, order of the element should be equal to order of the group. So here 6 is the order, and here we are getting 3 to be the order, so 2 cannot be a generator. And we have determined 2, the order of 2, that's 3 here. And 3 square, when we consider 9, congruent to 7, so that's 2, but that's not equal to 1, so 2 cannot be order of 3. Then you consider 3 cube, that's 27. On division by 7 leaves the remainder 6, and again that is not equal to 1. So order of 3 is not 3. So what are we to try with 4, 5? There is no need, because the devices, only for the devices it's enough we check. So 2 we have checked, 3 we have checked, 4 and 5 need not be checked. Straight away we can go to 3 power 6, and that is 3 cube into 3 cube. 3 cube already you have as 6, so you have 6 into 6, that's 36, and division by 7 leaves a remainder 1. So it is the least positive integer, for which 3 power 6 is the identity element. Here 1 is the identity element, so we get that. So that means order of 3 is 6, and order of 3 is same as order of the group, so 3 becomes a generator. Now the other generators are given by 3 power k, where k and 6 is the order, should be 1. So in that way we obtain k to be just 1 and 5. And 3 power 1 already is a generator, we have said. The other generator should be 3 power 5. On computation we get that to be 5. So that means 3 and 5 are generators for this one. So once we have generator, the order of that will be same as order of the group. So for 3 and 5 we have got the order to be 6. And for 2 already we said that order of 2 is 3. And the other elements left are 4 and 6. And 4 square, we see that it is 16 on division by 7 does not leave the remainder 1. Whereas it is 16 on division by 7 leaves the remainder 2. So 4 cube means it is 8, and 8 on division by 7 leaves the remainder 1. So that means order of 4 is 3. Order of this element 4 is 3, because 3 is the least positive integer, for which 4 cubed gives us 1. And you have 6 raised to 2 to be 36 on division by 7 leaves a remainder 1. So you have order of 6 to be 2. So for each and every element we have got the order of identity element is always 1. So for 2 order is 3, for 3 order is 6, and for 4 order is 3, and for 5 order is 6, and for order of 6 we have as 2. So we have made use of this, the discussion what we had to find the order of an element in ZP star. With that only we have determined this. And you can have one more, that is in the case of Z11 star. Here P is 11, so we have P minus 1 to be 10. Other than 1, 2, 5, 10 are the divisors. So for any element A, the order could either be 2 or 5 or 10 only. So as before, we can check whether 2 square, 2 power 5 or 2 power 10 is 1. In this case 2 power 10 is 1, so one generator is obtained. Again, if one generator is known, other generators are determined from this 2 power k, where k and 10 are relatively prime. So in this case we get k to be 1, 3, 7, 9, and we have 2 cube to be 8, so 8 is one generator, and we have 2 power 7 on computation gives us 7, so 7 is another generator, and 2 power 9 gives 6, so that is also a generator. So other than these 2, 6, 7, 8 are generators. So other than that 3, 4, 5, 6 we have, for 6 we have here, it comes, so 7, 8 we have determined already, and then 9 and 10. So 3 square is not equal to 1, but 3 power 5. Again, this here is the concession. You will have to just try with, because the generators you have listed out, the rest of them are not generators. So for them, the order could only be 2 or 5. So it is enough you check with only those two elements. I mean those two numbers. So 3 square is not equal to 1, but 3 power 5 equals 1. Similarly, 4 square is not equal to 1, because 4 square and division by 11 does not leave the remainder 1. So you have this 4 power 5 is 1, and 5 square is not equal to 1, 5 power 5 is 1. So for these elements, orders will be 5, and even for 9 also, but for 10 it is order is 2. So this is how we can find the orders of all the elements in those three groups. Thank you.